Hey, Ashley, can you hear me? Hello, ladies. I'm so excited. Lisa, you got it. Can anybody hear me? Valerie. Can anybody hear me? Because I can't hear y'all, I don't think. I hear somebody. Okay, Patty says she can hear. Good. Yay, I'm so excited to see so many new faces. This is awesome. Samantha, where are you? I see your name, but I don't see you. Is that a hand? And there's Erin. Yay, I'm so happy. Okay, so if you can hear me, just like raise your hand or nod or something. Awesome. And Samantha's raising her hand. I didn't even know you could do that. Julie. Whoa, this is like the most people we have ever had on a Zoom.
This is crazy.
Yes. So y'all are welcome to say hi if anybody wants to introduce yourself. Erin, I think I see you talking, but I don't hear you.
Hi.
Hi, Evelyn. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so oh my gosh, I wish everybody could go around and introduce ourselves, but we only have a limited amount of time, so I guess we will go ahead and get started. Who's excited though? Anybody excited to launch your business? I need to see like cheering back there. Like this is a big deal. I know Samantha is. She's killing it.
Yeah, I am. I'm five people on here.
Okay, so
Here we go. People.
was somebody trying to talk? Evelyn, did you have something to say?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if anybody needs me to stop or can't hear me or something, just comment over in the little chat box or like wave your hand so I can see you and know that you need help. Okay. So the first thing I want to start with is the Ready, Set, Soar group. Is everybody in that group and following along with Renee and what she's posting in there? Yeah. So I like to do Zoom trainings because I want you guys to talk back and tell me like what's going on. So everybody tell me how the Ready, Set, Soar group is going. Are you all in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. It's informational. There's a lot of information, a lot of tips.
Okay. So I haven't really explained the group so far, but if you'll just keep in mind that like our the team Keene and Queens group, that's going to be our community. Like that's our team. That's where we like encourage each other and share new things between each other, and we'll get together for team meetings and things like this. And then the O2 News from the Nest, that basically is your information, like where they're going to give all their announcements and tell us, you know, what's going on. Hold on, I'm going to mute everybody, I believe. Okay, so raise your hands if you need to chat. I just want to cut down on some of the background noise. And then the Ready, Set, Soar group, that is where you can figure that's your training. My business literally tripled when I started working with Renee one-on-one. So she knows what she's doing. She was a six-figure earner in the jewelry company that she started out with when she first began her career in direct sales. So trust what she's telling you because she knows what she's doing. She's been out there and done it. She's not just on the corporate side and doesn't really know what she's talking about. She does. So that group is going to be really critical for you guys to get involved, plug in, you know, comment and interact, because the more that you participate and you get involved, the more likely you'll be to stick with this business. Unfortunately, the direct sales, the average direct sales career is only 6 weeks, because people, they don't plug in, they don't get involved, they don't do the trainings. So they get frustrated and they give up. And I do not want that to happen to any of you guys, because we're all going to be rock stars. So I want you guys to really dig in when you can. I mean, keep in mind, it is a business that you get to run at your pace. So don't ever feel like you're like you can't keep up, because you just need to do it. Do what you can, and we're all going to be here to help you along the way. Okay, I get sidetracked. Julie, if I get sidetracked, just, where's Julie? Text me and be like, move on. Okay. All right, so this is something that I'm sure all of you have seen. If you have not, you can print it. You can also find it in the O2 Connection app. It's our Soar in 7 Days training calls. So hopefully you guys have all followed that and you're doing it. If not, it's okay. You can go back and catch up. You can do it all in one day if you want to. These calls are about 10 to 15 minutes each, and they each give you an action step. So if you'll do that, that will basically help your business. It'll help you tell the world that you're in business and that you've started your own Origami Out business, and you want them to support you. So that can be printed, and I printed it. We actually did a challenge not long ago where we all went through it, even those of us that have been around for a long time, because it's by Abby. And if you guys have listened to Abby, you know she's good at what she does. So I just checked off each day that I did it, and we just all held each other accountable and went through those together. Okay, so the next thing is the Ready, Set, Soar program. I know I'm going to go really fast on this, so if you guys have notes, just take notes, but it is recording, so you can go back and watch later if you need to. So in case someone is not familiar with the Ready, Set, Soar, you can go to your FAQs in the back office and find everything that I'm showing you here. Ready, Set, Soar is basically a way for you to earn free jewelry, like an unlimited amount of free jewelry. Where's Valerie? When Valerie started, she earned so much free jewelry. I don't see, there you are, Valerie. And you can earn as much as you want. So really, you're the only one keeping yourself from earning it. When you get 250 PV, you get $50 in Bella Bucks, and you can use those toward free jewelry or toward business supplies. And then that just keeps on increasing the higher and higher that you go. And you get to do that not only for your enrollment month, but you get 3 full months after that. So all of you that started in January is your enrollment month, and then you'll get February, March, and April to continue earning all of this free jewelry. And that's a good way to get your business supplies, because nobody wants to pay money for business supplies. So it's a good way to get that without having to, spend your own money. So I recommend that everybody print out your tracker for this so that you can actually check it off. And then if you notice on there, it does say sponsor. You get even more Bella Bucks if you sponsor someone and if they, build their Bella Bucks. So definitely check it out. If you need help figuring it out, please let me or your mentor know. Okay, next is the Alice list. Hopefully you guys have seen these. This is our new Alice list that even has the words to say. So if you'll print this out, this will tell you exactly what to say to your besties, your family, your neighbors, and your coworkers about the business that you started. Because I know verbiage sometimes is hard for everybody, and you don't want to just throw it up on your website like, hey, I started selling Origami Out, here's my website. Please don't do that. Please make it personal, tell a story, and just, build that relationship with people. You guys, if you will build relationships and make people feel that connection, then money is going to start coming in. But if you're just being a salesperson that's like, here, order from me, it's not going to happen. You have to build those relationships. I can't stress to you how important it is to build a relationship. Anybody here that's on my team that is under me, if you started as a customer or a hostess, you know that I work really hard to get to know you and to connect with you before I start talking about join my team or anything like that. But the Alice list will, okay, this is the checklist for it. Looks like I left off the other printout, but it will help you go through and write down who you know, and that's going to be important for launching your business. You need to write down everybody, and that list will help you to figure out people that you otherwise may not have thought about, like your hairdresser, the lady at the post office that checks you out every time you go, teachers. You know, you have a lot more connections than what you realize, so just give yourself some time. Like, give yourself, I don't know, 30 minutes to sit down and really write down everybody that you know. Even if you are...
Never pieces. I do.
Was that a question? Somebody have a question? Ada? Maybe not. Okay, I'll mute. So I lost track. Oh, even if you think that you would never ask them, you cannot prejudge. Those people are going to be what we call your chicken list. So write down some people to join your chicken list, and that's people that you know would be a really awesome hostess or team member. Write them down, and we're going to work on how you can talk to them about joining or hosting for you. Even if it seems like, no way, I would never ask her. We're just going to all do it. We're going to be brave, and we're going to do it. So Alice list needs to be your first step. Just raise your hands. Who has scheduled your launch party already? Lindsay has, Samantha. Okay, so those of you that have not scheduled your launch party, please do that right away. I know all of you want to earn that key locket, right? Everybody? You still have time. I mean, we still have 8 days left in January. And actually, last minute parties are kind of good, because if you reach out to somebody today and ask them what they're doing on Saturday, they already know. You're not going to hear, well, I don't know what my schedule is. They already know, so they're going to give you a yes or no. And you can go ahead and schedule something. You can either do that, you can do a launch party online, or I recommend that you do one in-home and then you do an online to go with it. Another thing that if you've listened to these Soar in 7 days, you know that the Nest recommends that we do 2 launch parties. So maybe you have one like Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. And then you have another one Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And that's for when you have people that say, oh, my kid has soccer Saturday morning, I can't make it. That's when you can say, well, actually I'm going to have a second one. It's going to be an open house. You can stop by Sunday at 2. So that way you give them options and they have a better chance of being able to be there. And then if you throw in the online segment, then there's no way that they can't make something. So you guys schedule those launch parties. If you are trying to earn that key locket, especially because we've got to get the 100 PV in by the end of January, and we want you guys to sell. We don't want you to just have to buy your PV. We want you to sell so that you can make some money and get your key locket really for free. Okay. All right, sorry. When I talk, I don't know if I just talk too fast or what, but my throat gets dry. Okay, so for launch parties also, paper invitations are not a thing of the past. I know it seems like they are, but if you're scheduling your party for two weeks or more out, then I recommend going ahead and sending out some paper invitations, just because it's easier for people to remember about your party and to keep it at the front of their head if they have it like pinned up on their refrigerator or somewhere that they can see it. And people like to get mail. I mean, nobody gets like any mail other than the bills and junk mail these days. So it's fun to get a cute little invitation in the mail. And it's a nice reminder. And then if you're doing online, this is something fun that we kind of learned from the tag team. The more you guys are in this business, you'll start to see people that do training. Like the tag team is one of my favorites. Brenda Stir is one of my favorites. You're going to learn a lot if you'll just jump into these groups. But I'm not pushing you to go there yet because we have enough groups and enough to overwhelm us right now. So hold off on that. But anyway, if you're doing online, you know, if you invite people to a party, a lot of times they just ignore your invitation. They don't RSVP. If you send them a message, they might ignore that. And it's probably because they know that you're going to invite them to a party. I had a girl invite me earlier. She didn't even say my name. She didn't send me any kind of personal message. She just sent me the link to her event. And that's frustrating because, like I said earlier, this is a relationship business. So just a simple, hey, Erin, would you like to check out my party, would have gone a long way. So we want to make it fun, and we want to stand out from everybody else. So something that we learned to do is once you've invited people, if they have not RSVP'd yet, you can make a little sign. You can type it out. You can write it out, whatever you want to do. And you hold a piece of paper up and you make a silly little face or whatever you want to do. You can smile. I had my daughter hold it up one time because she's cute. And what that does is when you send somebody a picture, it just says, Erin Keene sent you a photo. It doesn't let them like read that little text before so that they kind of get a preview. And everybody wants to know what that picture is. So they're going to open it and either they're going to be like, well, not going to be able to make it, or they might say, what are you talking about? Come and where? And that gives you the opportunity to talk to them about your party, because a lot of people do not see those event notifications, which is why it is so important that we send out private messages. And like I said, we want to stand apart, so we're going to do something silly and post a photo so that they'll open it up because they're going to be curious. They're going to want to see what that photo is. So do something to where you can get a response from them. Okay. So launch party. I cannot stress how important that is, you guys, because this is where you're going to announce to your friends and family that you've started a business and you would love their support. So what I want you all to remember is that your friends and family are not going to carry you through this business the whole time that you're in it, but you do need them to help you get started. Okay. So you're going to ask your friends and family to please support you. And that can be, you know, if they don't have money to buy, that's okay. They can share your link. They can talk about the jewelry. If they have some, they can post a picture and say, hey, my mother-in-law sells this, or my sister is selling this now. Please check it out. So support can come in different ways other than just buying. We never want to make somebody feel like they have to buy from us because we don't want them to turn and run every time they see us in public. We just want them to know that if they can't financially support, that's okay, that we would love for them to support us on social media or talk about us to their friends. And the best way would be for them to have a party. But if you're having your own launch party, you can go from there. The point of your launch party is going to be to have your friends and family there. And then we want you to have a fun booking game so that you can schedule other parties off of that party. It's crucial to your business to do some type of jewelry bar. In-home jewelry bars are the heart of Origami Owl. That's how we started. That's where we feel like our bread and butter comes from. But if you only are going to do online, that's okay too. Just make sure that you're doing some kind of party so that you can always be expanding your network. Because if you're going to rely on your friends and family, you're going to get really frustrated. And they're going to get frustrated because they don't want to buy from you every month. And you never want to put that pressure on them. So all you want to ask them to do is to introduce you to their friends. Because from there, you can build a whole other network. This is another reason why events are good. Most of you know I moved to South Carolina almost 3 years ago. So I had to restart my business. And I did that in those two ways that I just mentioned. My sister lived here, so I asked her to host a party. She hosted a party. Her friends weren't really interested in hosting a party. That's okay. Not everybody is. So I decided to go the route of events, and that's when I started. I have this little fun booking game that I will share with you guys for when you're at events. And I started meeting people that way. That's how I met Julie. That's how I met Valerie. That's how I met Evelyn. Looking here, who else? I use events to meet new people. And then once they schedule with me a party, then I can hopefully schedule parties from their friends. So that's how you're going to expand your network. In Origami Owl, the best thing that I can tell you guys to do is to touch your business every single day. And when you do that, or to do that, my goal every day is to book, sell, share every day. We even have these checklists, and these are not on the corporate thing. It's just something that one of my friends made. So I think I've uploaded it to the files. This is a tracker for book, sell, share every day. So even if you just sell one charm per day, just one, that's going to count as your sell. No, you're not always going to sell every day. Sorry. But you can try. And the book doesn't mean that you have to book a jewelry bar every day, because obviously we can't do a jewelry bar every single day. But you can book a coffee date with somebody. You can book anything. I mean, you can book an office party. You can just book a dinner with a friend that you want to catch up with, because again, relationships. So if you will focus on book, sell, share every day, and I'm going to get back to our training. We were doing a lot of training on it before the new designer, before the free enrollment happened. So we've kind of gotten away from it, but we'll get back to that book, sell, share. If you will just tell yourself every single day that you have to talk to somebody about booking, selling, and sharing, then your business is going to grow, I promise. And if you'll keep track of it, it's a lot of fun. And when we say share, we mean the opportunity. Talk to people about, if you know that somebody's struggling financially, mention it to them and let them know that they have the option to do this and make as much or as little money as they want to. But we'll go back. We'll touch on that more. I just wanted to put that in your head. I want to actually drill it in your head. Book, sell, share every single day. Don't beat yourself up if you can't do each one every day. I have gaps in mine, and that helps me identify also where my gaps are, so that I can really focus on those areas. Okay. So let's talk about when you're talking to your friends and family. Well, we already said that. You don't want to just be spammy and throw your link at them, because that's definitely not the way that they're going to respond. They're not going to respond to that. So Valentine's Day is coming up. That's something that you can talk to your friends and family about, and even include the men. Men need help. They don't know how to buy gifts, most of them. So this is a good time to reach out to the men. You can actually print, we have the Valentine's Day flyers. You can print those if you don't have catalogs, because I don't want you guys to order catalogs since we're getting new ones this next week, I guess. So you can print these flyers and take them, and you can just let the guys, like if you work with men, you can say, all right, circle which ones you want. I'm going to help you put together a beautiful gift for your wife for Valentine's Day. Men don't want to go shop. They want us to do it for them. Or you can give this to the wives, and you can say, circle what you want, and I'll take it to your husband. And then it's even easier, because he knows she's going to like it. So you guys take advantage of Valentine's Day, because this is a big selling season or holiday for us. And if you have some jewelry on hand, you can even like make up something with, just some generic looks. Like I always do like a family charm or a mom charm. And then I throw in some birthstones and a little ring, and just take it to them and tell them that we can swap out the birthstones for their kids' birthstones, and they're done. And they always like that. And you can think outside of the box for that too. Like, do you know people that work at a car dealership, men that work at a car dealership, or maybe at a garage, or I don't know, anywhere that men work and they need help? If you have some kind of in and you can get there, you can get a lot of business by doing that. Go to a car dealership. If you don't know anybody at a car dealership, go to one, take your catalog, and take a necklace to show if you have it. If you don't, take the catalog or the flyer, and go to the receptionist, because 9 times out of 10 she's going to be female, and let her know that she could get some free jewelry if she wants to collect a few orders from these men that she know the men that she knows do not have time to go to the store because they're always at work or go to the mall. So, all right, men, definitely hit them up for Valentine's Day. if you are working toward trying to be Story Builder, which for those of you that are brand new, Story Builder is when we have 250 PV or more in the month. We also have this tracker, or not really tracker. Yeah, it's a tracker. And it tells you how to sell in order to get your 250. So this is so easy. If you will look at this, print it off. Okay, there's our Force for Good locket. So then you set out for today to sell a Force for Good locket. What would you do there? It's going to the Mental Health Alliance or whatever the organization is. So look at the meaning of that and think of somebody that might be interested. Do you know somebody that is a social worker or maybe somebody that has mental health issues and they're really working hard to overcome things? I mean, it says find the silver lining. So think of somebody that you think would love this and send them a picture and just say, you know, I thought of you as soon as I saw this because you were so good at finding the silver lining. Or, you know, just make it personal so that they know that you truly thought of them. And then if you follow each one, there's the Valentine's Day collection, and then the Hostess exclusive. That's where you want to get somebody to, you want to show them that and ask them if they would like to host a party so they can get free jewelry. And we have a lot of different topics. Like this is kind of just an overview, but I'm going to do trainings on like hostess coaching and how to ask people to host and what to do when they say yes and how to coach them and things like that. So I want you guys to know that we are going to break all this down. I just for tonight wanted to kind of give you like the whole overview on how to launch your party and the most important things for how to launch your business. I apologize. The most important things to know is to schedule your party, ask your friends and family to host for you so that you can expand your network and learn to build those relationships. I mean, those are really, truly the most important things that you can do for your business. Okay, so online is another way that you can run your business. It is not my strong suit. So I'm hoping that I can find somebody else to come in and train us on online parties because I feel like I can even benefit from that. To me, online is harder to make that connection with somebody than it is in person. But, you know, I know that a lot of you want to do online, so I'm going to try, like I said, to get somebody in to train us on that. And then I guess the last thing is just show up to every training. Like you can never know too much. Every training I can get my hands on, I'm there watching and learning, and I pick up something new every single time. So if you want to make the most money possible, then you're going to want to be in these trainings, find an accountability partner, just team up with somebody on our team page, or, you know, just share whatever you're doing. Because the more we're plugged in, the better off we're going to be. And there are other ways that you can run this business too. Catalog parties are another easy way to make some money. You can put together a hostess packet and, you know, give somebody the order forms and the takeout menus, and you treat it like a regular party, only they take up the orders instead of having people to their houses. We can do fundraisers, which we'll talk about later, and start building a team. Don't be scared to invite people to join your team. Just because you don't know everything, that's okay. We're all going to be here to help you. So start building your team, because that's going to be the most consistent income that you're going to see in this business. Okay, so now I can breathe. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't too fast and overwhelming. But now I'm going to unmute you guys because I want to hear how everybody's doing, like what you're feeling, and what areas you feel like you need more help on. Okay, I'm going to unmute. So give me one sec. Maybe. Okay. Who's that? Oh yeah, and I'm gonna write down everybody that's here because we're gonna do some drawings. Is that why y'all are on here? Because you wanted the drawings.
Baby.
What?
So I'm gonna write down everybody's name.
And gas is cheapest in the place in the corner.
That's Ford, America's selling brand. Get Explorer with 0 for 60 plus 1,000 cash back.
Somebody's TV's a little loud.
Yeah, if your TV's on, maybe you can mute yourself.
You're gonna hear a lot of barking on my end, just so you know.
What? What was that, Tabitha?
You're hearing a lot of barking on my end.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you hear me, Erin?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay.
Can you turn that off for a minute and let me finish this up with everybody?
Okay. I thought somebody said, "Can I hear you?" Was
Go up
that
and
you?
get your speakers. Go up and get your fidget spinner.
All right, Jara, I just muted you. If you need. All right, how's everybody feeling? Y'all don't want me to start like pointing and asking, do you?
Excited. I'm really excited.
So I have to give Samantha a shout out. She is like this close to promoting to senior designer already, and she just enrolled last week. She's already earned her key locket, and she's already on her team.
Thanks.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
I didn't realize I was gonna re-enroll. So my party has actually helped her do this.
But plus, I did get a lot of orders outside, and I did order for myself because y'all know I have a problem.
Becky, I know you're not afraid to talk. How's yours going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I can't complain. I've got 2, possibly 3 people that's wanting to place orders within the next day or so. So I'm kind of pushing for that. So we'll see.
Awesome. I have to give Lindsay a shout out too. She's already reached Story Builder and earned her key also. So congratulations, Lindsay.
Congratulations.
Nobody has questions?
Well, I message you all the time with questions, so you know I ask questions all day long.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Hello.
Well, I had a meeting with Valerie, my Aunt Val, earlier this afternoon. So I don't have any questions right now. You pretty much went over the same thing that she said, but I'm sure I'll pop up with something.
So that just reminded me, we are going to have a training. I really hate to do it on Super Bowl Sunday, but I did not know that it was Super Bowl, and I'm so sorry. But we're going to have that in Somerville. I'm having trouble finding a location right now just because it's Sunday and nobody wants to give up their room. But I'm still working on that, so I will keep everybody posted on that. But it's going to be February 4th in Somerville.
I have a question, Erin.
Okay.
Even though I live on the Air Force Base, I know everybody doesn't have access to the base.
Mm-hmm.
I can get people on, and I can see if we can reserve our community center room for training as well.
Okay. Yeah, if you can get us all on, that would be great.
Yeah, like I have a minivan. I might have to make a couple trips, but I could talk to them tomorrow and see if the room is available that day.
Okay. Yeah, just let us know.
Okay. Ow. Even no.
I usually have to work all Sundays, like all day on Sundays. Every time they schedule me on Sundays, it's all freaking day.
All right, I'm trying to write down everybody that's on, so I'm sorry if I'm like looking down. There's Jared.
I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I'm extremely tired. I know you can't see me in the room, Erin, but I'm here. It's Diane. I'm on the phone.
Who was that, Cheyenne?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got you down. Okay, so who's going to schedule their launch party? Patty says yes.
See, I really think I've done everything backwards. I think I started from the end instead of the beginning. Instead of having a launch party, I just went ahead and made a group and just added people to it. And I was like, "Hey, welcome."
And in your groups, you guys, just make sure that you're like building a community with your people, because you never want them to turn off their notification. So build that community and do fun things in there that aren't necessarily business related. Keep them interested, and then throw in a free charm every once in a while. Like sometimes I'll do free charm Friday if they just comment. All they have to do to be entered is comment on that post, because that just brings more awareness to the group and people might see it.
I found like a picture, and it had a picture of the ring charm, and it said he popped the question, reply with a GIF or reply your response with a GIF or something. And like I posted that in there just to kind of break the ice.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, well, if nobody else has questions, I will let y'all go. But we're going to do a Zoom training every first and third Monday of the month. So just try to block it off if you can, and just know that we're going to really break it down into smaller segments, like the whole training will be on just hostess coaching or just social media. So if you can, first and third Mondays of every month.
Just as long as it's after 8.
Yeah, I try to keep it at 9 so that way everybody can get their kids in bed and not have to worry about that. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll do our drawing. I'll put everybody's name in a bucket and do the drawings and announce it on the team page.
Bye, sounds good.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Spring.
I'm still here.
The spring launch. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So we can order the spring packs tomorrow, and we can also order the takeout menus tomorrow, and they're going to ship on the 29th. If you order tomorrow, they're going to upgrade your shipping to expedited so that you can get it by February the 2nd. That's exciting. And then I'm going to be at the leadership training in San Antonio this weekend. So I can't wait to come back and tell y'all everything that's happening and all the new stuff. So you guys watch for my post this weekend because it's going to be really exciting.
Do we just go to our...
Hold on. Becky, what were you going to say?
Do we just go to our back office to order the takeout menus and stuff?
Yeah, it'll be under the shop tab, and it should say pre-sale.
Okay.
Samantha, what were you going to say?
Okay, so like I have some Bella books already, and I was gonna use them to get some jewelry, but I plan on using it now to get the spring 2018 coming up packet. So do I have to wait to February to use my Bella bucks, or can I go ahead and use them because it's not giving me an option to use them now?
I need to find out on that. I would think you could use them anytime once they're in there. It should at checkout. It should ask you if you want to use your $50 credit.
Yeah, I looked it up on the FAQs and it said that, but it's not giving me the option at checkout because it said if it don't say it at checkout, don't hit submit or it'll go to the card that I charged. I selected to charge it with.
Tomorrow, when the spring packs are available, if it's not letting you, let me know and we'll call them.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Hey, Erin, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I literally have just not had any time to even
I like
remotely
fidget spinners.
Get out of here. Sorry, that's my kid. To even get started. So I'd really like to walk off some time to talk to you and
anytime.
Just I work 12-hour days, so I feel like I'm a loser, but I have not had any time. When I get home, as soon as my feet hit my butt hits the couch, I'm usually asleep.
You just let me know what works for you, and I will make it work.
Yeah, I have people every time they see my necklace, they're like, "Oh gosh, I need to order one of those. Where are they from?" But yeah, there's just not a lot of people here that actually do it at all.
I know.
I'm like, I couldn't tell you I could have a party because nobody would come to my house. I mean, you can't force people to come to your house to buy stuff anymore. I don't know why.
But you could do some work. We'll get you
Sorry,
there.
hold on. Be quiet for 5 seconds.